Welcome to the Daily Five, your source for today's most talked about news. We're diving straight into the headlines, starting with the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and the latest developments on ceasefire negotiations. Next, we'll examine the rising concerns surrounding artificial intelligence and its potential impact on the job market. Then, we turn our attention to the global energy crisis and the search for sustainable solutions. After that, we'll cover the recent surge in cryptocurrency values and what's driving the market. Finally, we'll end with the new advancements in medical research focused on cancer treatment.
1.
Good morning. Today, we're focusing on the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Ceasefire talks between Ukrainian and Russian delegations have reportedly stalled, with both sides accusing the other of escalating. The last round of negotiations held virtually earlier this week failed to produce any significant breakthroughs, and sources close to the talks suggest that a wide gap remains between the two sides' positions. Ukraine continues to demand a full withdrawal of Russian troops from its territory, including Crimea and the Donbas region, while Russia insists on guarantees of Ukraine's neutrality and recognition of its territorial gains. The international community has largely condemned Russia's actions, but diplomatic efforts to find a peaceful resolution have so far been unsuccessful. On the ground, fighting has intensified in several key areas, particularly in the eastern Donbas region. Both sides have reported heavy casualties, and there are growing concerns about the safety of civilians caught in the crossfire. Humanitarian organizations struggling to provide aid to those affected by the conflict, with access to some areas severely restricted. The United Nations has warned of a potential humanitarian catastrophe if the fighting continues to escalate. Meanwhile, Western countries continue to provide military and financial assistance to Ukraine, but they have ruled out direct military intervention in the conflict. The United States has announced a new package of sanctions against Russia, targeting key sectors of the Russian economy. The European Union is also considering further sanctions, but there are divisions among member states over the scope and severity of the measures. The conflict in Ukraine has had a significant impact on the global economy, disrupting supply chains and driving up energy prices. There are fears that the crisis could lead to a wider geopolitical confrontation with potentially devastating consequences. The situation remains fluid and unpredictable, and it is unclear when or how the conflict will end. We will continue to monitor developments closely and bring you the latest updates as they become available. Experts suggest that a prolonged conflict could have far-reaching consequences for the region and the world. The potential for escalation remains high, and the need for a diplomatic solution is becoming increasingly urgent. The international community must redouble its efforts to bring the parties back to the negotiating table and prevent further bloodshed. The human cost of the conflict is already immense, and it is essential that all parties prioritize the protection of civilians and respect for international law. The future of Ukraine, and indeed the stability of the region, hangs in the balance. We'll keep you informed as this critical story develops.
2.
Good morning. Today, we're examining the potential impact of artificial intelligence on the job market. A recent study by the Institute for the Future predicts significant job displacement over the next decade as AI-powered automation becomes more prevalent. The report, which analyzed data from various industries, suggests that millions of jobs could be at risk, particularly in sectors such as manufacturing, transportation, and customer service. The rise of AI has sparked both excitement and anxiety about the future of work. While proponents argue that AI can boost productivity and create new opportunities, critics warn of widespread unemployment and social unrest. The study acknowledges both the potential benefits and risks of AI, but it emphasizes the need for proactive measures to mitigate the negative consequences. One of the key findings of the report is that low-skilled jobs are most vulnerable to automation. Tasks that are repetitive, predictable, can be easily automated by AI-powered robots and software. The report also suggests that some high-skilled jobs could be at risk becomes more sophisticated. For example, AI-powered tools are now capable of performing tasks such as data analysis, legal research, and medical diagnosis. The report recommends that governments and businesses invest in education and training programs to help workers adapt to the changing job market. It also suggests exploring new models of employment, such as the gig economy and universal basic income. The debate over the impact of AI on the job market is complex and multifaceted. There is no easy answer, and the future remains uncertain. However, it is clear that AI is transforming the world of work, and we need to be prepared for the changes ahead. The study highlights the importance of collaboration between governments, businesses, and workers to ensure a smooth transition. It also emphasizes the need for ethical considerations to guide the development and deployment of AI. As AI becomes more integrated into our lives, it is crucial that we address the potential risks and maximize the benefits for all. The future of work depends on it. We will continue to follow this story closely and bring you the latest insights and analysis. Experts agree that the key to navigating the AI revolution is to embrace lifelong learning and adapt to new skills. The jobs of the future will require creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence skills that are difficult for AI to replicate. By focusing on these skills, workers can remain competitive in the changing job market and thrive in the age of AI.
3,
Good morning. Today, we're discussing the global energy crisis. The world is facing a severe energy crunch, with prices soaring and supplies dwindling. The crisis has been triggered by a combination of factors, including increased demand, supply chain disruptions, and geopolitical tensions. The war in Ukraine has exacerbated the situation. As Russia is a major supplier of oil and natural gas to Europe, many countries are now scrambling to find alternative sources of energy and implement conservation measures. The European Union has announced plans to reduce its reliance on Russian gas by 2/3 by the end of the year. The United States is also working to increase its energy production and exports. However, these efforts may not be enough to avert a major energy crisis this winter. Rising energy prices are already having a significant impact on consumers, businesses. Inflation is soaring, and many people are struggling to afford basic necessities. Businesses are facing higher costs, which are being passed on to consumers. The crisis is also threatening to derail the global economic recovery. Governments are under pressure to take action to alleviate the crisis. Some countries are considering price controls and subsidies to help consumers cope with rising energy costs. Others are focusing on promoting energy efficiency and investing in renewable energy sources. The long-term solution to the energy crisis is to transition to a more sustainable energy system. This will require a massive investment in renewable energy technologies such as solar, wind, and geothermal. It will also require a shift away from fossil fuels, which are the primary drivers of climate change. The transition to a sustainable energy system will be a challenging and complex undertaking, but it is essential for the future of the planet. The energy crisis is a wake-up call, reminding us of the importance of energy security and sustainability. We must act now to build a more resilient and sustainable energy system for the future. The crisis has also highlighted the need for international cooperation. No single country can solve the energy crisis on its own. We must work together to find solutions that benefit all. The future of energy is uncertain, but one thing is clear: we must act now to address the challenges we face. We will continue to monitor the situation closely and bring you the latest updates as they become available. Experts believe that the energy crisis could accelerate the transition to renewable energy. The high prices of fossil fuels are making renewable energy sources more competitive, and governments are increasingly willing to invest in clean energy technologies.
4.
Good morning. Today we're covering the recent surge in the cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency, has reached new all-time highs, and other digital currencies are also experiencing significant gains. The rally has been fueled by a combination of factors, including increased institutional investment, growing mainstream adoption, and positive regulatory developments. Major companies such as Tesla and MicroStrategy have invested billions of dollars in Bitcoin, signaling a growing acceptance of cryptocurrencies as an asset class. More and more retailers and service providers are also accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment, making it easier for consumers to use digital currencies in their daily lives. In addition, some countries are exploring the possibility of creating their own central bank digital currencies, which could further legitimize the cryptocurrency market. However, the cryptocurrency market remains highly volatile and speculative. Prices can fluctuate dramatically in a short period of time, and investors can lose a significant amount of money. Experts caution that the current rally may not be sustainable and that a correction is inevitable. The regulatory landscape for cryptocurrencies is also still evolving. Governments around the world are grappling with how to regulate digital currencies, and there is a risk that stricter regulations could dampen the market. Despite the risks, many investors are still attracted to cryptocurrencies because of their potential for high returns. Bitcoin has outperformed traditional assets, such as stocks and bonds, in recent years, and some analysts believe that it could continue to appreciate in value over the long term. The future of cryptocurrencies is uncertain, but it is clear that they are here to stay. Digital currencies are transforming the financial landscape, and they have the potential to disrupt traditional financial institutions. We'll continue to monitor the cryptocurrency market closely and bring you the latest updates as they become available. Experts advise investors to do their own research and understand the risks before investing in cryptocurrencies. It is also important to diversify your portfolio and not put all your eggs in one basket. The cryptocurrency market is a high risk, and it is not suitable for everyone.
5.
Good morning. Today, we're focusing on new advancements in medical research focused on cancer treatment. Scientists are reporting significant breakthroughs in the fight against cancer, with new targeted therapies and immunotherapies showing promising results. Clinical trials. Researchers are focusing on developing personalized medicine approaches that tailor treatment to the individual patient's genetic makeup. Tumor characteristics. One of the most exciting areas of research is immunotherapy, which harnesses the power of the body's own immune system to fight cancer. Immunotherapies are showing remarkable success in treating certain types of cancer, such as melanoma and lung cancer. Targeted therapies are also becoming more sophisticated, allowing doctors to target specific cancer cells while sparing healthy tissue. These therapies are often less toxic than traditional chemotherapy and can improve patient outcomes. In addition, researchers are exploring new ways to deliver cancer treatments, such as nanoparticles and viruses, which can target tumors more effectively. The progress in cancer treatment is giving hope to patients and their families. While cancer remains a major health challenge, the advancements in medical research are leading to improved survival rates and quality of life. The focus is now on developing even more effective and less toxic treatments, as well as preventing cancer from developing in the first place. Experts believe that early detection is key to improving cancer outcomes. Regular screenings and healthy lifestyle choices can help reduce the risk of developing cancer The fight against cancer is a long and ongoing battle, but the progress that has been made in recent years is truly remarkable. We will continue to follow this story closely and bring you the latest updates as they become available. Experts emphasize the importance of funding for cancer research. Continued investment in research is essential to developing new and more effective treatments. The future of cancer treatment is bright, and we are optimistic that we will continue to make progress in the fight against this devastating disease. Thank you for watching the Daily 5. We hope you found today's news informative. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more updates on the stories shaping our world.